Morning. So I'm just heading out for my park run. It's with my kid. So I've been running for a while, and as you guys know, I'm a big guy. I wouldn't know, but I think it's a bit different, especially when you're starting out to run as a bigger guy. Just the kit and the equipment alone, I think you need to focus a bit more on what it is you're actually getting for yourself. I have experienced and tried out a few things, so I figured I'd let you guys know my thoughts, what sort of equipment you need and don't need when you're starting out as a bigger runner. So first and foremost, I believe the most important part of equipment you need for running, and regardless of your size, is a proper pair of shoes. And you can run, well, barefoot if you want to, and there's, that has its benefits, but for most of us you need a pair of shoes. And I'm a size 48, 49 wide. That's EU. That's like 6.5 pine cones UK or US wide. So I really don't get to pick and choose from a large selection of shoes. Pretty much stuck with whatever they have in my size. Personally, I prefer Mizuno brand. They don't even need to be specifically wide. They fit my feet perfectly. They have a large enough toe box so that I don't tend to get as many black toenails as I do with other brands. But anyway, making sure you have a proper pair of shoes, especially when you're starting, it's the most important thing. I know there are all types of different super shoes with 88 gigawatts of blinker fluids and whatnots, but from what I understand, they're not going to drop you down from 10 minutes per kilometer to 7 minutes per kilometer. They basically start working at faster paces. So what they'll do is they'll drop you from, 4 minutes a kilometer to 3:55. The benefits of those super shoes, which are, by the way, extremely expensive, for me, I don't believe they would be beneficial at all. Also, they're not built to last. So a guy my size, I'd go through them like once a week or whatever. So not really a fan of super shoes. I do believe that, especially for us bigger guys, maybe getting 2 pairs or 3 so that you can rotate your shoes, meaning when you're running multiple days a week, giving your shoes time to recover from the run, that cushioning and all that to get back to its original shape might be beneficial. I didn't start with multiple pairs. I didn't really have any issues, so as long as you get a quality pair, I don't think that's such a big deal, especially if you're not running, ultra marathons every single day. But most importantly, a pair that fits you, feels good, feels comfortable, and if you're into aesthetics, a pair that looks good. So, yeah, that's it. Get some shoes. And the second thing is your kit, your clothing. Again, for me, I really don't get to pick and choose. It's either whatever fits, and that's it. There really is no either or. And especially when it comes to running, majority of sports, they don't really make stuff my size. So right now, for example, just a t-shirt and your basic stuff. The point of it all is choose the type of kit that you're comfortable with. When you're a heavier person like me, shaving off 10 grams by cutting off your sleeves or whatever doesn't really affect your results. But if it helps you mentally, make you feel like you're prepared to the max, then go for it. Side note, it's 4.3k in, and I'm on track to beat my 5k race time like a month ago. And I'm not huffing or puffing too badly. Yeah, anyway, we'll see at the end. No rush. Okay. And another thing is hydration. Now, doesn't really matter how long the distance is. I know there's people out there saying you don't need to hydrate on a whatever sub 5k run or whatever, but if you're thirsty, then drink. And if you think you're one of the 1% who actually hydrate sufficiently throughout the day, then think again. I don't think you are. Could be, but realistically, probably not. So, drinking water or sports drink when you're out on your run, regardless of the distance, you should do it. Especially for us bigger people, because we sweat a bit more. At least I think we do. So staying hydrated is even more important. So whether it's just a flask or one of those things you carry on your hand, or a hydration pack, or a bladder, or what have you, whatever suits you, it's fine by me. I don't judge. Neither should you. So pick the best one for you and stick with it. Stay hydrated. It's key. And the fourth thing you need is a badminton racket, a bicycle, ice skiing stuff, tennis stuff, triathlon stuff, skis, downhill skis, climbing equipment, everything. Nah, not really. You don't need any of those, but especially if you're starting up, I do recommend taking it easy and trying out some other things as well besides running, because running, especially if you're doing it day in, day out, it's really hard on your legs. It's something your body is not accustomed to. So like riding a bike every once in a while is a great physical activity. It gets you out the house, but it's not so hard on your legs. But you can do swimming, you can do, badminton, what have you. I would recommend, obviously, strength and conditioning, stretching, all that kind of stuff, but in reality, as long as you stay active, it's gonna be beneficial to your running. So you don't really need equipment per se, just, do something else every once in a while. Keep things interesting, spice things up. This is not a marriage advice. It's about running. But yeah, yeah, that's it. Those are my tips. Like, to sum it all up, if you want to start running, you need a pair of shoes. And even that's not 100% necessary for, everybody. If you want to go barefoot, then by all means, I'm not gonna judge you. Outside of that, the kit you're gonna wear, I recommend wearing something that makes you feel comfortable going outside. I'm not a big proponent of, shaving off grams here and there, all that ultra technical, super fast compression stuff. I'm at a point where it's much more cheaper to lose a few pounds to gain that extra 0.1% of advantage that I would from wearing, lighter equipment. Same thing with like super shoes. I don't believe they would help me to the extent where purchasing, 200-300 euro pair of shoes would be like actually a good idea. But that's it. Laughing at me. But yeah, if you guys have any more ideas, please leave them down in the comments. I'd be happy to hear. But that's it for this week. I hope each and every one of you has a glorious day. Take care. Bye.